Hey guys, my name is JK. Thanks for watching JKM Cars videos. Today I want to talk about carbon ceramic brakes. It's a topic that I want to talk about for a long time. Finally, I got the Girodisc steel brake rotor conversion recently, which is about like 3 days ago. I'm right here at Bottom Willow Raceway Park with my brand new Girodisc steel brakes and pads. Back to a few years ago, I have owned several M3s, Evos, GTRs. Those are my track toys. And then at that time I had a really big problem with the brakes. I didn't really know that most of the problem come from a stock brake fluid. You really have to upgrade your brake fluid to performance track use brake fluid, which I did on this one. Right now it runs with endless brake fluid. So at that time I had problem with brakes. So when I think about my next track car, I told myself it has to be carbon ceramic brakes. And there are not so many options if you really want a carbon ceramic brake production car. A Corvette Z06 with Z07 package, or a Porsche Turbo S, or a or any other supercar. Okay, the carbon ceramic brakes, before I owned it, it created a lot of imagination in my mind. I was thinking that it's a really good options for track car, also for track days. And then after I bought this car, I realized that the most carbon ceramic rotors will only last 20 track days based on the information I collect from other carbon ceramic users. And those pads, my first pads, these are real user experience summary. My first set of pads lasts about 5 track days. I drive pretty aggressive, so it goes out faster. But my second brake pads only lasts for about 2 to 3 track days. So based on that, I'm thinking maybe in the last 20% of the life of the carbon ceramic rotor, my brakes only last for 1 or 2 track days. So then I pull the trigger on Girodisc steel brake conversion. Yesterday is the first time I ever used this steel brakes on this Corvette. I have to say, of course, it is not as good as the carbon ceramic brakes. Well, the price difference, the whole set for this car, Girodisc costs you $3,000, but a carbon ceramic from Chevrolet will cost you around $15,000 for 4 rotors and 4 pads. So the price difference is huge. So I can live with a little bit performance difference. Based on the lap time, I am 1 second slower than before. I should blame on the brakes. That's the only difference I made on this car. Just for your information, my Lamborghini Aventador, each rotor costs you $15,000, and that's $60,000 for 4 rotor. I didn't check on the brake pads because 60 grand for just 4 rotors already shocked me. And I'm thinking about convert those brakes to Girodisc as well if I decide to bring it to the racetrack for several fun days. So when I bought this car, I met another Corvette Z06 owner, which is the owner of Speed SF track events organization. He has a red one. He told me that he already switched from carbon to steel brakes. He's running the steel brakes right now, and he drives really fast. So just to summarize what I said before, is carbon ceramic really a good option? For street use, you're not gonna need it, because steel brakes brake as good as carbon brakes on the street, so there's no difference. But for track use, it's just not cost-wisely smart. I mean, cost-wise, it's really a stupid decision. But I would, or some people say, well, if they have money, but if you have money, why you buy a Corvette to run, right? I mean, so a carbon ceramic brake on a Corvette is not a really smart decision. You don't need it on the street. You need it on the track, but it just costs too much. In the end, I want to say, if you want to buy a Corvette Z06, no matter new or used at the market right now, you don't really need to buy with carbon ceramic brakes. If you got one and you want to go to track, I recommend the first thing you do, change the brake fluid and also switch it to steel brakes conversion. Thanks for watching. See you next time.